After almost a decade of waiting, Dragon Age the Veilguard is finally here. You can read our full review at Gamingtrend.com, but we thought, wouldn't it be a great opportunity to check out the Dragon Age the Veilguard Rook's Coffer edition? Well, I'm Ron Burke, Editor-in-Chief for Gamingtrend.com. That's exactly what we're going to do today. Let's unbox this thing and see what's inside. Right out of the gate, you can see this is a pretty beefy box. And opening it up, it kicks things off with a quote directly from Varric. It says, "Things always seem impossible at the beginning. Just fight one battle at a time. Varric Tethris." Which you can see right there. Inside the box, the main item here is the Lyrium Dagger. First, let's take a look at this forward from Corinne Bush, the game director, and John Epler, the creative director for Dragon Age the Veilguard. 9 years ago, we released the final chapter of Dragon Age Inquisition Trespasser. At the time, when we talked about what that final shot would be, we thought it'd be pretty cool to end with a dagger stab into the map. Where? Let's say Minrathous, because we were pretty sure that's where we wanted to go there with the next game. Now, here we are, releasing the newest chapter in the world of Dragon Age, has us finally making good on a promise we weren't even completely sure we were making. But where else would we go besides the heart of Tevinter, the magical empire that has always lurked at the edges of Dragon Age stories? And while the shape of the game and the story has shifted over time, we always knew that the game was the one that would resolve the story of Solas once and for all. From that, we never shifted course. As fans of the franchise ourselves, we wanted to honor the rich legacy of the Dragon Age games that have come before, while welcoming new players to join us in Thedas. To us, that meant returning to our core tenets of authentic and relatable characters, rich world building, and stories that are at times joyous and other times heartbreaking. Perhaps more importantly, we wanted to build a game in which you could see yourself, whether through the companions you'll meet or the characters you'll create. It's taken the combined efforts of hundreds of people to craft this experience, and each has put part of themselves into it. We're beyond proud of every single member of this team, and we're incredibly grateful for the patience that you, our fans, have shown. To us, this Dragon Age game is a return to the kind of storytelling BioWare is known for, characters you care about inside stories that matter. Welcome back to Thedas. And that seems to be pretty accurate, because it was revealed today that this is the largest single-player game that has launched on Steam for EA ever. So that's pretty impressive. Let's take a look and see what's inside the box. We'll save the best for last, so we're going to start with this map. I'm going to slide this out of the way to create a little bit of space for us to see all these items all rolled out. Trying to very carefully remove this. Not a map, but a poster of the principal characters. When you select your characters that'll be joining you on each journey, this is the selection screen by which you'll select those companions, and we have the entire crew. If you've not played the game yet, I don't want to ruin who these folks are, but suffice to say, pretty awesome artwork. That'll make a nice wall hanger for somebody. All right, we're going to go ahead and set that aside. We will pull the dagger because we're going to leave that for last. Inside we have Harding's quiver, and there's the map. Because Dragon Age is not a open world game any longer, it's kind of a semi-open world with a hub world. This is the map that you'll return to fairly frequently. This is the map that you'll select where you're going to next. Again, if you've not played the game, I don't want to ruin some of these, but some of them should be obvious. If you're familiar with the story, you'll see some familiar looking faces and places. The quiver is kind of a faux leather. It's kind of looks like two pieces double stitched together. That's a pretty cool little addition. That could be a good costume piece if you're into cosplay. Looks pretty sturdy. And obviously holds up. Here's a small dice pouch with a rather large die in it. Now I'm not quite sure why this was included. It makes me wonder if there was another idea here. These are all the different symbols that come up when you're making decisions. So you've got kind of the sympathetic, the heartfelt, combative, questioning. It's kind of more information. So these are all things that you'll see. Stealthy option. These are things that you'll see as you select your conversation trees, but the fact that it's in this dice form makes me wonder if there's a mechanic that we didn't see, maybe similar to something out of Baldur's Gate, that maybe got cut in the building process. Still a pretty cool little addition. The next two items in the box are this decorative potion bottle, which you can pull the stopper. They did not make the same mistake as, I don't know, Call of Duty did one year, where they made a completely solid drink item. I don't know if this is food safe, but just the same, you have a nice little decorative potion bottle that actually could hold liquid. It seems to be plastic, but that might be glass. Not quite sure. Either way, solid. And then you have these cards. Throughout the game, you're going to uncover various stories or gameplay elements that have these kind of card deck toppers to them, and it really lets the game showcase some awesome artwork, even if they're not directly connected to the story at hand. That might just be a picture of the character, like here's Balara. Or they might just represent, like here's a Kunari, not one of your characters, but probably some sort of thing about the Qun maybe. So you have all these different opportunities for the team to showcase their awesome artwork. Some of these might represent different story beats that you'll encounter. The nice part is they're vague enough that I can show you them and you can just say, wow, that's cool, without revealing anything that might be a spoiler. They don't have any sort of back other than this cool decorative back, so but it is a cool opportunity again to showcase some really cool art. We did save the best for last, and that is the Lyrium Dagger. Now, I don't want to ruin how this comes into your possession because there is a story beat to that, but this is your weapon of choice, regardless of which class you end up with. If you're a mage or an archer or a fighter, this is your kind of secondary weapon. On this side is a little charge port, and it does come with a charge cable. And then opposite that is a small button here. You press that, and it all lights up. Pretty cool. I wish it did come with some sort of display, because there's really no way to balance this thing to have it displayed like that. But, well, probably not too hard to 3D print one. I'll probably do that right after this video. What's interesting with this is that it doesn't come with any sort of in-game item. These are all physical items that you can display, which, I mean, cool. But it's not like previous entries where you had like the Dragon Age blood armor that carried forward into Mass Effect. There are no in-game items to carry forward from the Veilguard into anything else. So I was surprised to see that. I would have expected that inside of this box set, but that's a pretty minor thing. All in all, a pretty cool set. Like I said, you can pick it up for yourself at BioWare's site or EA's site. Big thanks to EA for letting me unbox it for you. Go check out our review for Dragon Age the Veilguard. I absolutely love the game, so did David. I highly recommend it, and I can see it's going to probably end up on a lot of people's best of the year lists, probably our own as well. I'm Ron Burke, Editor-in-Chief for Gamingtrend.com. Stay safe, and we'll see you again very soon.